Did you know the Quran and the Bible share striking similarities? From the stories of Adam and Eve to the life of Abraham and Moses, the Quran seems to echo many passages from the Bible. But is the Quran truly copied from the Bible? Today we'll explore this fascinating question. To understand the connection, we need to go back to the origins. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are known as the Abrahamic faiths, all tracing their spiritual lineage to Abraham. The Bible, with its Old and New Testaments, predates the Quran by centuries. The Old Testament forms the foundation of Judaism, while the New Testament is central to Christianity. The Quran, revealed to Prophet Muhammad in the 7th century, claims to confirm and continue the earlier scriptures. In fact, the Quran explicitly refers to the Torah and the Gospel as divine revelations. Let's examine some examples of overlap. 1. The story of Adam and Eve. The Quran describes their creation and fall in a way that mirrors the account in Genesis. 2. Noah's Ark, a great flood and a righteous man tasked with saving his people. 3. Abraham's near sacrifice of his son, though the Quran differs by naming Ishmael instead of Isaac. These shared narratives show that the Quran draws heavily on biblical stories. But is it copying or simply continuing the story from a different perspective? While the Quran aligns with many biblical themes, it often reframes them. For example, in the Quran, Jesus is a prophet, not the Son of God. The Quran denies the crucifixion, a cornerstone of Christian faith. The Quran emphasizes monotheism in a way that challenges Christian beliefs about the Trinity. These differences suggest the Quran wasn't merely copying but interpreting and reworking biblical material to fit its theological framework. How did these biblical stories find their way into the Quran? Scholars suggest several possibilities. Oral tradition. Biblical stories were widely circulated in the Arabian Peninsula through Jewish and Christian communities. Personal encounters. Prophet Muhammad may have interacted with Christians and Jews, gaining knowledge of their scriptures. Divine revelation. Muslims believe the Quran is not copied but revealed by God, confirming previous scriptures while correcting perceived errors. So, is the Quran copied from the Bible? The answer depends on your perspective. To critics, the similarities suggest borrowing. To Muslims, the Quran is a divine continuation of earlier messages, correcting and completing the story. What's clear is that these two texts are deeply intertwined, shaping billions of lives around the world. What do you think? Are the Quran and the Bible two parts of the same story or something entirely different? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore more with us.